Please rise for our national anthem.
Welcome back. The Post North Coast show is here, baby.
The Post
Finally,
of the
we
Coast.
made it. Yes,
We survived.
we survived, and we have reached
Barely.
our peak. Barely. We have now reached our peak, both physically and metaphorically, and spiritually, and everything else. But we did it. Yeah, we came out on the other side, and you know what? We'll go into our top 5 sets. I actually do want to hear how Odessa was in Chicago first, so we'll go with the weekend after North Coast, which is this past weekend. So you guys can talk about Odessa first. Let's just get that out of the way. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. Go ahead. How was it? Cam,
sure?
You can go both nights. Yeah, no, I'm not sure, but you know what? We have to do it for the episode, unfortunately.
All right. So, first, the venue. So let me give you a little bit of backstory. So we saw Rufus there a couple months ago, and Rufus sold so many tickets that they opened up the lawn. So when we bought the Odessa tickets, there was a lawn section, and a lot of people bought, or we didn't because we wanted the floor, but a lot of people did buy lawn tickets. We get there, there's no lawn, and there's a disrespectful amount of people there. So much room to groove.
Wow.
So much room for
Friday
activities.
It's Friday night. Yeah, Friday night was fucking bonkers as far as like room and space and just the whole 9 yards. So kick it off with Elderbrook, and immediately, I mean, we know Elderbrook. I mean, rock star. But what blew my mind was in the middle of the set, someone pulled up his Spotify. 6.7 million monthly subscribers or monthly listeners or whatever it is. Pull up Odessa, 6.5 mil. He beat Odessa.
Oh,
So
shit.
What?
I was very
Really?
shocked. And that was the opener before Sylvan. So right off the bat, you know, we're seeing a hell of a show. You know what I mean? Like you're seeing a top tier or top notch, like up and coming. I mean, not necessarily up and coming. I mean, people know about him, but regardless, Sylvanessa was next, and you saw the videos, just all the bangers. Coffee was so much fun to see live. I don't know what the song is called, but the Mommy song.
Oh, hey,
Whatever
mommy. You know you are.
Yeah.
I think it's just called Hey
man.
Mommy. Yeah.
Such a vibe. I mean, it was so cool to see. And then,
I love head, shoulders, knees, and toes. That shit is just so fun.
Love it, dude. I completely agree. I'm so glad you filmed both nights. You filmed that song, Cam. I was like, yes.
Such a vibe. I knew a little bit about Sylvanessa, but I didn't know that the singer was live the whole time. So that was right off the bat. Boom! This is just cool shit. So that, you know, kind of set the stage, and then of course Odessa took
how many monthly listeners does Sylvanessa have?
We did the whatchamacallits were whatchamacalliting, so I did not look at that point.
Got it. Okay.
I was long gone.
I'm gonna
get really fast then.
Yeah, it was a quick one, but I'll let them speak on the rest of the show, just because I did get to see Saturday night without them. But what I will say is that the intro was about 4 minutes long, and one of the coolest, not only visual spectacles I've ever seen, but also just the way they tied it all together, with the transition to the song was just perfect. Love Letter was song number 2, right after that intro, and you guys can take it away from there. But oh man, what a literal visual spectacle, straight up.
All right, Mickey Vic.
Yeah. No, it was amazing. It's hard to. Sorry, Mick. I just kind of took over there. No, it was unbelievable. It was like it was everything that I wanted to see, plus like just even better. It was
exactly. That's how I would describe it too. Exactly what I wanted, and then more. It blew my expectations, but I had high expectations.
Remember that phrase. Let's remember that phrase because that's going to come up later.
Yep. Okay.
Well, I'm putting it in my brain here. Anyway, it was like just an upgraded Moment Apart tour with like new music, some really really sick parts. Like there was a part where they just got like really deep and spooky. I remember like turning. I think it was it was Cam and Mickey were standing on both sides of me, and I like remember looking at those guys and being like, "Oh, this is spooky, bro!" Like a fucking.
Oh, dude! So I was literally just about to ask you guys, like, did they go into just that like 10-minute heavy, just like fucking heavy ass interlude in the middle of their set?
Yeah.
Jackie and Kelly were frightened. But me and Flea were just like looking at each other like, oh, yeah.
Like spooky how?
Just like
it's just
the visual DJ. The visual was someone
like a giant monster.
It starts with someone slowly like walking through the forest, like just kind of at a pace, and then eventually they go red, deep and dark, and then a wolf visual with blood coming out of its mouth starts chasing, and then all of a sudden it leads into this like the whatever, I'm blanking, but the drumline song, the big one. That visual had like
Loyal.
Had like a giant knight like come up and get out of the ground, kind of like a BTSM set, kind of like a BTSM set where one of the guys would fight a bad guy, you know what I mean? But the bad guy was, I mean, this devil looking creature with like sticks for horns, white like white eyes, no mouth. It was
sudden death back to back Odessa.
It was dark.
That would be insane.
And they did it both. They did it both nights, so that was really really cool.
Yeah, it was just like some purple and red lasers.
Yeah,
like
my favorite part of the show.
Odessa Vecna monster, basically over like some deep fucking, I don't know, like house techno deepness. Like it was.
I couldn't even tell you the genre. Like it was just. I don't even know what that
filthy.
was.
Yeah.
That's how you know it was probably Odessa that made it.
Yeah, I was just levitating the whole time.
Yeah. That's how you know. Mickey,
did you get scared?
Oh, I was not scared. I was not scared in the slightest.
Well, dude, don't get so defensive.
Hey, I was having a grand old time out there at Northerly Island.
Very grand.
Grand old time.
It was a great time. We had a fat crew. I don't know if that was mentioned. We had a fat squad. So that's always an added bonus. And yeah, like they said, everything I expected and then a little bit more. And it was just, it was perfect. Much needed Odessa set.
Yeah.
Love it.
Snap.
So,
Snap. This tour or a Moment Apart tour?
This one.
I
think this was better than Bonnaroo.
I liked it better than Bonnaroo.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'll go with this one. Production.
I don't remember when I said it, but I was telling Cam like this show was just fucking.
I told everybody
nuts.
Show of the year.
Like the anticipation just building up because you're like, damn, is he going to meet the expectations of a Moment Apart? Like, how can they do better than that? Insane.
Yeah.
I really hope those fucking potatoes in Boise enjoy that fucking show. I really
the way that they were able to bring in their biggest hits while still effortlessly, seamlessly transitioning in the new album was amazing. I mean, you would hear one song end and then it would go dark, but you'd still hear just a slight, Odessa noise, however the fuck they make that naturey sound. And then you'd hear another banger slowly build up again. Like there was a point where halfway through the very end, every single song was a song that you knew every single word to. And I mean, not that we didn't know every single word to every single other song, but you know what I mean? Like they mixed in most songs on the new album. They brought out, I'm blanking on her name. They didn't bring out Izzy, but they brought out
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Blanking on her name. Izzy
Yeah.
From the new
sings
album?
from the new
Yeah.
album. Izzy is the feature singer on "Forgive Me," DJ. There's one more feature singer, and she was there.
Won't get
But
it.
I can't
I
remember.
barely knew any of the features on the Odessa album,
remember
which is
who it
typically how it
was.
works. I don't know any Odessa
That's
features.
that, which I kind of
Later, they're all stars, you know. So I'll probably know their names in like a year or so.
Dude,
I'm
she
looking it
came
up.
out. Remember when she came out and just started rocking like a 3 or 4 piece drum kit and was like just smacking like some cymbals and like came out and did a little drum solo. I forget what song she went into, but they had her up on the screen and like after she had already sang a couple songs, came out and just started fucking slapping the drums and like singing. It was the whole thing was fucking spectacular. They just
It
do
was,
everything like so perfectly.
It was this version of You with Juliana Barwick. Juliana Barwick came out.
Juliana Barwick. She'll be a superstar in a year or two.
I'm honestly just happy as fuck that they brought the drum line back. Like,
Oh yeah,
And they,
easily.
and they were smacking.
it transformed from a drum line into like a drum mountain on like their whatever their little like raised platform was. They just had like drum people like
The drums
covering the
had
sides
their
of
own
it.
colors. I
A
didn't
drum
notice it on
pyramid.
Friday, but on
literally.
Saturday, the drums had colors. Like they were fully illuminated.
I was gonna say, what was the difference between the like? Was there any difference between the Friday and the Saturday
So
show?
Liam is convinced that it was different, and me and Fleet are sticking by our boots that I didn't see a single difference at all, whatsoever. The only difference that I saw between Friday and Saturday was they were much more prompt on times on Saturday. Friday, Elderbrook went over 10 minutes. Sylvan Esso ended up having to cut off early, and then Odessa didn't come out for another 20. They were supposed to start at 9:05. They started at 9:15, 9:20. And then Saturday night, like I said, Elderbrook 10 minutes early, Sylvan Esso regular time, and then Odessa started right at 9:05. So they were much more punctual on Saturday.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that everyone here has seen the Odessa, tour, the Last Goodbye tour. I am happy for you guys, even though it doesn't seem like it. But
Just go to Orlando, dude.
yeah, they're not going to Orlando.
Oh damn!
You're an asshole.
Are they not going to Florida at all?
No, you
I don't
know
think
this.
they're interested
You
in
did that on purpose. Fuck you. All right, you know what? Deontay's giving his top 5 for North Coast last. So, who's going to go first for their North Coast top 5?
Give me more time.
No, fuck you. Don't deserve it.
Give me 2 seconds, and I'll
Hey.
have mine.
All right, Mickey, Vic,
I can go.
let's go, Vic.
All right, so top 5. Number 1, and this is pretty solid. I didn't have to go or didn't get to go Friday, so like I don't have any of Friday to pull from. It's No Redemption, Void. Let's see. Then I had Channel Trace. I typed this shit out earlier. Channel Trace, Millennium, and then Don Bresky for number 5.
Good pick.
How was Dom? That's the first Dom Bresky set I've missed this year
It was just
that I had a chance to go to.
it was just fun as fuck. Honestly, I was kind of like coming up on some shit and was just kind of like dancing around. So, but I remember we got Soul Sacrificial. Can't ever miss that. So it was fun. I mean, just a dance party.
So, yeah, go ahead.
No,
Did he disco at all, Mickey? Or Vic?
do what?
Did he disco at all? Did he play like any like old funky tunes?
I mean, nothing like specifically that I could pick out, but like the whole thing was just kind of funky house dance,
played
like disco sounding.
He played a staying alive.
I don't think you got that.
At Bonnaroo. That was pretty sick.
Yeah,
Damn.
I don't remember him pulling that
I
out.
remember hearing that one.
So, I'll go with my top 5, and I want to preface it with North Coast was one of the coolest experiences I've had at a festival. I don't know if it was like the best festival. Like, within the
Yeah,
grounds,
let's
within the
hear it.
sets.
Yeah, let's hear it.
But the stadium seating is so awesome. Love that aspect
that's
of the
clutch.
festival.
And there's always
It's so
room.
clutch.
Incredible.
There's always room.
Incredible.
There's more seats than you can ever imagine.
Dude, always room, and you can always get a good seat with like, dude, the
There's
Millennium
not a bad
set.
seat in the house.
There
Really.
isn't. The Millennium set I sat for, I was like, I am close. I can see the entire crowd. I have room,
Me too.
and I can rage. I can stand up if I want to. I want to sit down if I want to. It was awesome. Cool down
I
dome.
think
was
that's
great.
the biggest thing. It's not like small stadium seating. Like you could stand up and fucking headbang like a motherfucker if you want to.
Yeah,
Yep.
plenty of room.
Yeah. So I think that was by far my favorite part of like the like a feature of the festival. The second was the cool down dome. I thought that was very cool. No pun intended. Just a really cool place to relax.
It wasn't
Trippy
so
as
cool
hell.
down though. It wasn't like as cool down as it.
Yeah. It was like room
Okay.
temperature.
Like
down.
I said, dude. Like I said, it was all chill as fuck until I was trying to get out of that bitch. And I guess we went on the most busy day, and we were like fucking trapped in there, dude. Like I'm coming up on shit, and I'm like, yo, we got to get the fuck out. We're like, okay, I'll go stand in line and like get our spots to exit. And I was like, the fuck you mean exit? What you mean get our spots to exit? I
So
see
that
exits all over this place.
That was something that Becca and I, because it was Becca's first time visiting Chicago, and we did get to see like a few of the things that we wanted to see in Chicago. And it was one of the things that she mentioned was like Chicago is addicted to the revolving door, and it's so true. I don't know what it is. I've
Get
never
this out of here, dude.
I've seen like maybe
everywhere.
one per city I go to, and every single building has it in Chicago. And I was like, even this blow up inflatable tent has a revolving door to get in and get out. And it's so inconvenient if you're like trying to get mass people out of there because you have to do like one or two at a time. Like they yelled at me for not like going in back because it's like 2 at a time. I'm like, fucking make a door. Like, why do we have to have like this revolving shit? But anyway, the last thing I'll say about like the experience of it was the amount of people that went there. And I said this to a good amount of people, at the last afters when I was, fucked up going around and talking to everyone.
Telling everyone you love them.
Yeah, exactly. I just met you, but I love you.
Said a lot of I love you. A lot of I love yous.
60 people that were, your guys' friends in Chicago or like mutual friends or coworkers or whatever it may be, or visitors out of town. 60 people got together and no one went overboard. Everyone got back in time. No one had like a horror story. Like it was mind blowing how everyone, because like when you get the bigger people and you get like a third party bus company taking everyone back and forth, like there's a lot of risk factor with 60 peoples,
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah, can't teach it.
a lot of moving parts. You can't teach it. You can't,
Just born with it.
Exactly.
Born with it.
I think that was the most impressive part of everything coming together. Shout out to Liam for planning it. Shout out to who are the people that hosted it? Was it Hodges place?
Yeah,
I still don't know who Hodges place.
Yeah.
For the hosting, it was incredible.
John, baby.
Yeah.
The
No,
John.
he did a great job.
EWA sponsored by the John.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Yeah.
the
Shout
John.
out to the John. Great place, great location. I don't think I could have been happier with that whole setup as well. So yeah, fantastic experience. Go ahead, Vic.
I was gonna say I do have a question. When you say no one went overboard, what do you mean by like overboard?
No one had a bad trip. No one like threw up. No one
Had to leave early.
freaked out, left early. That's a perfect example. Or like I Ubered home at 8 because we had people Ubering early. Shout out to Deontay for seeing K-Bomb. I actually still want to hear about that. But yeah, so I don't know. I just think like typically, especially when you get new people to the scene of festivals or drugs or both.
Yeah.
There's something that goes wrong.
I thought all in all, I give it a solid A.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
setting.
I 100% would agree. Yeah, and I met a bunch of people too, and it's just amazing. I was
no one was like
Mickey,
a dickhead or like a fucking one of those like EDM fucking like dude, I'm too sick like type shit,
Yeah, or exclusive.
It was just all good vibes and positive energy.
Yeah, or like exclusive. Where it's like, I only hang out with my Chicago bros and no one else. Like fuck the travelers. Like everyone was so inclusive. It was awesome. Like I told Mickey this towards the end of the night. Like I felt like I had a subpar music taste compared to everyone. Like people are throwing on the aux and grabbing the DJ board, and I'm literally up here like this. Oh, that's a great song. Oh, that's a great song. That's a great song too. So I'm like, where the hell are all these songs? And Mido like texted me the other day and was like, oh, this song's great. And I was like, yeah, it was one of the like 70,000 that I added from Chicago. I got to start a whole new playlist of Chicago bangers. So
we bumped, man.
So yeah, experience is great. I'll move into the top 5. I know it took a little bit too long, but just wanted to get that off my chest because it's my first North Coast.
Thanks for letting us know, dude.
Yeah, no problem. And it's my only festival this year outside of Florida, so I had to do that.
There you go.
Yeah. Top 5 though. Void, No Redemption, tied 1-2. Victor was right on the money there. My number 3 was Griffin. I thought he was phenomenal. The electric guitar live is so cool. I know it wasn't technically a live show, but that's live enough for me. I love it. He threw down like a dark techno drop as well. That was sick. He had a few heavy like dubstep like bangers as well in there. I thought it was a very diverse set. Played all of his important songs.
Incredibly diverse.
Yeah, I thought, and this was my third time seeing him. Best time seeing him. Griffin was fantastic. Really excited for the new album. So that would probably be my 3. My number 4 and 5. So it's like the first 2 are tied. Then there's Griffin, and like the next 2 are tied. I'd probably say it was a toss up between LPGOE and Madeon. It's tough. LP was just actually scratch that. It'll be LP and Diplo, and then I'll put Madeon and Millennium as honorable mentions. But Diplo we saw for about 35 minutes, so it wasn't even a full set, but it was such a good quality 35 minutes that I feel like I have to put him at number 5. And then LP will be number 4 as a daytime set. She's just, that's her sweet spot. Is like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. house set vibe, playing
to the sunset a little bit.
Perfect for that. And here's the thing is, obviously I don't have any basis for other sets of LP, but I got to imagine like her like 2 a.m. club space sets are different. They may or may not be. If they aren't different, then that's her vibe is 6, 7 p.m. sunset set. And if she did change it like at 2 a.m., then that's an incredible job catering to the sunset set and making a great day house playlist. So either way, hats off. Very good.
I've seen a lot of videos of like when she's at a venue, like an overnight, not overnight, but a later venue.
Yeah,
a lot more Spanish like house.
I can live with that.
Like club weapons, club weapons.
Okay, I can definitely live with that. She actually is going to Club Space in November, and I'm like,
from what I see, her club sets are pretty money. So I would definitely like to try me some of that LPGOB club set.
Yeah, I would also enjoy that very much so.
So that was my top 5. My North Coast experience. Honorable mentions were Millennium, Madeon, and just Void and No Redemption lived up to. That was where I was going to bring that back to. Lived to the hype, and then gave me more. Was No Redemption and Void. They both like had high expectations and both exceeded that. So
everything and more.
Mixter.
Yo. All right. So
let's hear it, Beast.
Let's hear it, Beast. All right. So I can't round out my top 5, but I'll give you my top 3, and then I'll give you a few honorable mentions.
That's fair.
Here
that's cheating.
On my top 3, I am cheating right now. Count it, book it. Top 3.
Asterisk.
No real specific order here. Kaytranada, Griffin, Chami Mala. Those 3.
It's a good top 3.
Top 3. As DJ mentioned, Griffin was just all over the fucking board, hitting every nook and cranny of electronic music I want to hear.
Opened with laser
and electric guitar, cherry on top. That shit was hot as fuck. Chami Mala, again, expectations were met and exceeded. And the same thing with Kaytranada. Honestly, Sunday night, I had no real, I was really just going with the wind and the flow. And I pulled up to Slander. I was late to Slander. and kind of like the squad that just front and left, whoever ended up being up there, they were like, hey, we're going to dip out early and go catch Kaytranada. I was like, cool, I'm about it. Let's do it. And that shit, I mean, Cam, you were there.
Yep.
I mean, that shit was
me, you, Fleet, Jackie, the girls, and a couple other people saw
Frosty,
Laney,
Josh.
Yeah, we saw like the first 15 minutes of Slander, and then we dipped out.
Went to the canopy, hit Kaytranada. It was fucking hot,
and saw all of
seen
Kaytranada.
Yeah, I was with you guys for Slander, and then we moved up to where Deontay and Bree and Laney were for Slander, and I finished the rest of the set. That was actually a very, very good set as well.
Very good.
It was a good set.
Slander's graphics.
Yeah, that's written down as one of my honorable mentions, even though I didn't see the whole thing, but what I did see was very nice.
Yeah, I might have to sneak that in there, actually. Just wedge it right in between Millennium and Beyond. Sorry.
I think that could definitely be an honorable mention for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Cam, sorry, Mick, before you go, Cam, did you end up seeing the Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan graphics that Slander had?
No.
Damn,
no way.
I knew it. You were too in the zone. Fuck. All right, go ahead, Mickey.
Let's go with in the zone.
Yeah.
Was it in the beginning?
Maybe out of beginning.
It was towards the beginning, yeah. You were there because I remember the Demon Slayer one. It was the Fire Hashira, and I turned to you. I was like, "He's gonna be the one that can get this."
Yeah. Dude, I don't know why I thought you meant Attack on Titan. Yeah, I remember.
He had both. He had both. He had Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan.
I remember. Okay, maybe I remember the Demon Slayer and not Attack on Titan.
Hey, I'll take one for two, man. That's a good free throw percentage.
Wait. Was the Attack on Titan the super big guy with the red head?
Yes.
Okay, I saw both.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
That was sick. Sick.
Sorry, Mick.
I was off the shit.
Had to make way for the anime talk. All right, so that's my top three. Love the surprise of Kaytranada being as far as it was. I mentioned Slander, a couple other honorable mentions. Millennium, honestly beat my expectations. Honestly, I expected that, but like he threw some twists in there that I was not expecting, that I enjoyed.
I wasn't expecting to be honorable mention, and he was. He just puts on a good show.
Yeah. Actually, I agree, just because of the amount of times we've all seen him. But like, yeah, he made an honorable mention. It was a good set. And then I have like way more written down than I should, but I'll cap it off here. The Chicago homie, Jake Shore Drive.
Oh yeah.
Like a little squad of us. It was me, Deontay, Bree,
Liam,
Fleetwood, Dylan, and
Liam.
And we saw his whole set start to finish in that fire pit. Super fun, super cool, just
super
like
fire.
Super fire. The fire pit was fire. Jake Shore Drive. How about it? That's all I got, boys. That's all I got.
That should be the motto for the fire pit.
Legendary West Coast, though. I'm glad you guys were all there. That was fucking.
Nah, it was a lot. It was I was honestly thoroughly impressed with the production of that festival. I had obviously it looks cool, but you don't really. I don't feel like it's not one of the like big like advertised festivals.
No,
yeah,
it held its own.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
Oh,
it held its own, and I think that venue is perfect. Yeah, that Vegas stage is up there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Vegas stage was very sick
too. Holy fuck!
Yeah, they did like some upgrades to it and like kind of switched the positioning this year, where you could just get so close, and I think it was a little bit bigger. And
they did a good job with the updates.
Yeah,
bathrooms were good too.
I do think
bathrooms are really good,
dude. Having the bathrooms and the concession stands open in the stadium. I was awesome. Not expecting that. I knew we could sit in there, but I was like, holy shit.
That was my favorite part of last year, was how close that we could get to everything. And then water is literally right in the middle of everything.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, Bonnaroo is great for the food because they have so many like gourmet food experiences. And obviously there's so many that you can like go up and there's no line. But like at every other festival, give me anything of sustenance that is going to fill me. Chicken tenders, fries. It could be straight bread. You can give me a loaf of bread.
Pretzels.
Like, thank you, sir. Yes.
Pretzels and cheese.
Exactly. So like having the concession stand open, they literally have two options. It's fucking fries, and chicken tenders, and fries. And I was like, load me the fuck up, baby. Let's go.
Over under how many chicken tenders Fleetwood ate? that weekend.
Let's
40.
see, 3 come per.
10
Over
plus.
under how many of those fucking vodka lemonades did
Yeah,
you drink?
I was gonna say
Those things were heat.
those
things
were
were heat.
heat smacking.
They were
Lapping up
they
there.
were the.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
I
glad
drank more of
they
those
were-
than water that weekend.
They're
Yeah,
no,
they were light on the alcohol and they tasted fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
they're no punch box. What's the one from EDC?
Beatbox.
The
Oh,
beatbox
beatbox.
or what-
Beatbox? Ah,
Beatbox.
man. Nobody's fucking with beatbox.
Those are
No.
the kings. Those are the kings of festival
Those
drinks
are
right now, in
two.
my opinion.
Dumb.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That
Oh,
They're like
lemonade
they're
at North
11
Coast.
percenters.
Like the
Yeah.
dum dum juice.
That
Yeah.
lemonade at North Coast. Fresh squeezed, bro.
That's to be a new flavor. Drink Dum Dum Juice beatbox. Cam, top 5.
All
Beatbox
right.
has beat me. I fucking tell you that.
All right. So, as I've said in a couple episodes, I have since I started going to festivals in 2019, I made like my list, and on this set, on this 3-day set list, I had 3 artists that I had to see. Those 3 artists were Madian, Shami Mala, and Kaytranada. So those are my top 3 in no particular order. Madian, just to give a little bit of context, me, Fleetwood, and Taylor, Madian was one of the live sets streamed on Coachella this year. And us 3 put in our headphones together, synced, pressed play at the same time, turned the lights off in our room, and we basically watched a movie. And after that, it was like, all right, this has got to be something I see this year. Good Faith Tour has got to be in my
That's
my-
hilarious.
in my book.
I wish.
So
I kind of
those-
wish. I kind of wish I knew. I would have FaceTimed you guys because I watched the Coachella set too, and my mouth was on the floor, and I was like, I just saw this fucking tour. What the fuck is this?
I mean, it was bonkers. So the only complaint that I have was that that's an artist that if I can find him inside somewhere, oh boy, if I can get an indoor venue for him. So,
Yeah.
Kaytranada, exactly like Mickey, I had no idea what to expect. Literally zero. I knew it was funky, smooth, nice vibey music, and is on turf and Canopy stage. They upgraded it. Great time. Took my shoes off, had my socks on, obviously, but the turf was fine. Just had a blast. Straight up had a blast. The Shami Mala set. I mean, can you get any better than that? I haven't seen both of those artists, and checking both of them off on a box, much less on a B2B.
Dude, I know it was the first one. It was the first one in 4 years too.
Yeah,
The first set in 4 years.
Are you kidding me?
Spoiled.
Like, that's something special. So number 4 and number 5 are pretty split for me. Number 4, I'm thinking that I go LPGOB again at the Canopy on the turf, no shoes, with DJ, Fleet,
I had shoes on for the record.
and she's just a vibe. I could listen to
100%.
her for 12 hours straight. That piano when she brings that piano cam in, it's over.
Yeah.
I'm lost. I'm
Love
in the
that.
mood.
I also her stage presence was awesome too. You could tell she is
every
like the
time,
music is
man,
flowing
every
through her.
time.
He's
Every
contagious, man.
single time, and her backstory, just everything about her is just amazing. Number 5, it's tough, man, but I saw him not too long ago. But Griffin threw the fuck down.
Yeah.
Oh
dude.
my god!
Yeah.
It doesn't get it. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that as a live show. You get the guitar.
Damn, snap. Bonnaroo set or North Coast set?
I agreed with Fleetwood that I liked the it's tough, but I think I liked the second set better. However, I liked how close we were the first time.
That's
if
true.
that makes sense. We were
I looked at Bree and I was like, yo, this Griffin set is smacking way harder than that Bonnaroo.
yeah.
Dude,
I think he did
He
I
was
think
getting dirty.
I think he did a better job the second time, but keep in mind at Bonnaroo, that was his very first one since COVID. So he had some kinks to work out.
I
but
also
mean,
think that with Bonnaroo, it was a live set and this was a DJ set
I
With
didn't
a
know
live
that.
instrument.
So that
with a live
explains
instrument.
that explains the deep and darker side of the set.
Yeah.
Because we saw Sad Boy the whole time, and it was I
Yeah.
cried twice. But
was a
regardless,
sad
both
boy.
of them were
Vic
awesome.
is listening.
Honorable mention though. I have one honorable mention, and it's interesting. I'm gonna sneak Diplo in there real quick. I'm not gonna talk about it, but seeing Diplo checking that offset list was amazing. Like DJ said, every transition was a song that every single person in the crowd just erupted to every single time.
Dude, he threw in some hip hop absolute bangers and just went right into like a sick house drop you've never heard.
Just ridiculous. But my honorable mention is Latrell. So Liam did that Liam thing where he mentioned me to me. I was about to leave and go to the Chill Dome. I had basically 2 hours, and he goes, "Cam, LP just ended. You should stay for Latrell." And I'm like, "Liam, bruh, we're all going over this way." We have this habit of not really listening to Liam about his music taste, and then end up forgiving him because the music is so fucking amazing.
He's got pretty solid taste. He recommended Goose to me.
He's got good taste in music.
Yeah, he gave me Goose's jam band, and they're fire.
Yeah. So very shortly, the comparison that I will make for Latrell is, imagine Lane 8. Imagine you see Lane 8 sober, or imagine you see Lane 8 and you think of Lane 8 as a sober artist. Chance the Rapper, when he was on drugs, was fucking incredible. Acid rap the whole 9 yards. Imagine Lane 8 on drugs. That was Latrell. I mean, you had that journeyistic, earthy, watery, Avatar type visuals, and then all of a sudden, you're in the middle of the earth.
So it was like ambient, like house.
No, like it was a little bit darker.
Honestly, it's hard to explain. Go look up the set.
It was hard to explain.
He's signed to Anjuna Deep.
Oh, really?
Really?
Which is Lane 8's label. He signed the Lane 8's label.
Well, not Lane 8's label, but same label that they're on.
Okay.
Well, whatever. He runs that shit.
That was my main honorable
He's the
mention.
lead star. Above and Beyond, though, is the owner of it. Come on.
Main honorable mention.
Pop Quiz Monday question, Bree.
There you go. And then last but not least, Zontis, you're now
Yes.
you're out of jail now.
Top five. It's gonna be tough. Number one, clear cut. Like I said, I DJ house music now, but my roots are with the Nasty Wubs.
Never forget where you came from.
Void
was
fucked
honest.
me up. DJ and Victor can attest to this. The stank face was on
Permanent
for 100% of the set. I was moving around the whole time. Surprisingly, I was not shirtless.
I'm pretty sure I looked at you like a good 3 or 4 times during this set where I was like, how the fuck did he, like, you said it, how the fuck did he make this noise? And I was like, what the fuck? I think we said that like each 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And Victor, I remember losing Victor. And I was like, I need to tell Victor how nasty this drop is. I look at him like separated, and he's just going, he knows.
Yeah. Shoes were off.
It was disturbing. It was disturbingly gross. I was just like, the whole fucking time. Then he had honestly some like melodic rhythm type shit in there, like in the middle of it, and I was like, "Yo, this demon can do it all!" Oh my god!
He had some like res style, like freeform bass, like trap style at once.
Yeah.
Whip, whip, whip. And I was like, "Oh,
it was nuts." I'll go back to the theme of this episode. It was everything I wanted and a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. A lot
honestly,
more.
titled that the episode. Everything I wanted and a little bit more.
A little bit more. North Coast review.
It was incredible. And that's my first time seeing Void. Not my first time seeing Sudden Death, but my first time seeing like a Void set. Would definitely see it again. I would put that in the tier of sets that I would not want to miss if it's on a festival lineup. Honestly,
yeah,
it was that good.
I had to split. I had to leave a little early just to go see Porter. Got to give and take with the girlfriend there, but it was well worth it. It was awesome. Sorry, go ahead.
Porter was sick.
Porter's awesome.
Number 2 was Griffin. Just honestly, it was just a good way to kick off the first day. I was coming down off of the huge acid trip that I was on, so it was like one of the first sets where I was like, "Oh my god, okay, I can actually plant my feet and dance around a little bit.
or feel your feet.
Yeah, or feel my feet. Yeah, but I mean, it was incredible, man. He was just throwing down heavy like shit, crossing all spectrums, playing live guitar. I had high expectations just from seeing him at Bonnaroo, and he blew those expectations out of the water. So I was like, obviously going into that, kind of comparing the set to what he played earlier in the summer, above and beyond. It was awesome. Honestly, would love to see Griffin again anywhere.
Yeah, same. Me too.
I would say number 3. Let's see. Honestly, number 3, I'm gonna put Jake Shore Drive. I'm not gonna put him at an honorable mention.
It was that hot.
He deserves a
Listeners,
tag. He deserves a tag.
go peep Jake Shore Drive. He has like less than 50,000 listeners on Spotify. He's a beast.
We're Jake Shore Drive
we
podcast.
we were at Jai Wolf. We were at Jai Wolf. No disrespect to Jai Wolf, but you know, it was a little not what I wanted at the time. I needed something a little more up pace. So like Mickey said, we took our small group, we headed over to the fire pit stage, and he was just throwing down fucking tech house heat.
Love
just
that.
fucking one after the other. We just sitting there just fucking dancing. The whole when I tell you dance, like I wanted to dance on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we were fucking dancing. So I'll put him in number 3 because he kind of kick-started the Sunday, and that bleeds into us moving over from Jake Shore Drive to Channel Tress. I'm going to put him at my number 4.
That was hot.
And he was just
Very hot.
He's just this hood ass fucking Compton dude that raps over like house beats. It's sick. Like I said, it's just more of us just dancing. I turn around and look for Mickey. This motherfucker's doing cartwheels in the field.
That was when we walked up.
Damn, I didn't get any cartwheel show.
Yeah. Yeah.
We walked up.
So,
I thought
yeah,
he
that
was doing backflips.
Yeah, I turn around. I'm like, where the hell did Mickey go? He's like doing cartwheels, just bouncing around. I'm like, hell yeah, Channel Tress is smacking right now. Number 5, I will round it out with Millennium. Obviously, I love me in the Millennium set.
Yep.
His Bonnaroo set disappointed, so he definitely made up for it with this North Coast set. I feel like his Bonnaroo set was just very, I don't know, it was like too much sad boy shit. And he never got to the hard stuff. So at North Coast, it was at North Coast he was throwing down a lot more, just like D&B, like fucking dubstep, rhythm bangers, like mixed in with the sad boy shit. Anytime I could pop out the finger guns anytime I could pop out the finger guns during the Millennium set, it's a plus for me. So
he played a Zomboy remix.
Yeah.
He hit a lot of good shit. So that was like a redemption set for him. I was kind of like, if this set doesn't pop off, I may have to miss the next Millennium set that I see on the festival lineup.
No,
now we got a new album.
Yeah, he redeemed it. I'd say honorable mentions, like DJ mentioned earlier, I went in early on Sunday. I saw Kayvon. It was my first time seeing him. It was awesome. I love that like melodic bass sound that he has, and like is kind of keeping around Solo Dolo right now, honestly. Yeah. And he played just so many good remixes of so many good songs. He played like an Avril Lavigne remix. Pretty sure he played like a Waka Flocka remix. Like he was throwing down. It was like a 3:45 set, so I think he started playing at like 4 p.m. It was sick. Definitely a good way to start the day. So yeah, if you get a chance to go see him. Honorable mention number 2, Latrell. Yep. Everything that Cam said, repeat, retweet.
So good.
It was fire. And I had never heard of him.
I can't
Surprisingly, Liam was not the one that told me about him. It was our friend Ashley who was like, hey, my friend Tony said we got to go see this dude Latrell. And we finally escaped the fucking chill dome. You're like, oh, Latrell's playing right now. Let's go peep him. Just a fucking vibe and a half. So definitely go peep one of his sets if you can.
Oh yeah.
I think the last honorable mention I gotta put as a tie with Seven Lions and Slander.
Okay. I can respect
Just
that.
because I only saw like, huh?
Yeah, no, I was going to roast you for having so many honorable mentions, but then you said Seven Lions and I was like, okay, I'll let that slide.
Yeah. So it's 3 to 4. You got to split the 3 and 4, but I would say the reason those aren't in my top 5 is just because one, I have to split both of them. Well, that's the only reason, because I have to split them, so I didn't get the whole like experience of the set. So
yeah, I am glad you saw Seven Lions, but would have been nice to have you at the No Redemption set. That's all.
I know, dude, but like I've fucked up. I have fucked up multiple festivals. I'm not seeing Seven Lions.
The EDC one was tough, because I really was like Jaws and Circuit Grounds the previous year dominated guys. Like, you need to see him, and he was a little disappointing that year. And I was like, fuck, man, maybe we should have seen Seven Lions on the main stage. So that was probably like my only like semi regret of EDC Orlando, because I felt like a little bad because you're like, you still hadn't seen him.
Honestly, I wasn't gonna make it out of there. I looked at Jeff, and he had the most fear I've ever seen in anybody's eyes, and then I had the same fear in my eyes. The horsey powder was smacking, and I was like, there is no way I'm gonna safely make it over the kinetic field and be able to get back here.
It's a slight hike. It is a slight hike, but
yeah,
guys, outstanding.
Yeah, imagine a hike on ketamine.
Yeah, it's a giddy up.
I'm still.
Guys, great weekend. Any closing thoughts, closing remarks on North Coast?
I actually,
Nice
since we snuck in Odessa real quick, I'll sneak in the very last show of the weekend.
Oh,
DJ
Hanzo.
Hansel.
Oh,
yeah,
was fucking sick, dude.
I want to go deeper.
He straight up, he straight up had fun. He mixed everything. You could tell that's what he really likes to do. He stopped the music and showed us. He goes, hold up. I'm sorry, I have to stop the music, but I just got a very bad text from Dylan Francis. He says he's outside the venue, and turns the visual screen on to Dylan Francis outside of Concord. The security pushing him out into the street, and Dylan Francis is like, "Let me in! What the fuck? Let me in!"
The dude's an entertainer, man.
And it was just such a good time. And then the last thing I'll say, besides obviously, you guys can imagine how deep the house party song went. Like, my chest was fucking shaking. But he stopped the show, and he goes, "Okay, I will play the special song if everybody sits down. It's meant for me to play while everybody is sat down. I will mix in a new song."
Wait, do the German accent.
I can't. He goes, but if someone doesn't sit down, I will mix in a new song. You have 30 seconds. One dude did not sit down, and everyone started grabbing him and yanking him the fuck down. So he played the song, and it was just this deep. You could feel it, like your bottom, like your bottom could feel it from the floor. And just I have the whole video. But the closing remark is he cut off a little bit early, which was a little bit unfortunate, an hour and a half. Expected him to play till 3. He played till 2:15. But he stayed and shook everyone's hand with no photos. He goes, there's something about memory, analog. Shake my hand and remember it. No photos. And stayed and shook everyone's hand that stayed. It was a sea of people, so we didn't stay. Would have been cool, but still, he only did that in 4 cities in America this year, and we got to see it.
That's cool.
Top off my birthday, so that was pretty fun.
Wait, Cam, what did he call the new song that he played? It's a specific line that I've been waiting on you to say.
Oh my god. The new song.
If you don't remember it, I will help.
I don't remember.
No. He like
the
so
Rubik's,
Cam.
The Rubik's Cube.
No. So Cam sent us a video, and he's like, oh, Von Deepa, this This song is ketamine in the audio form.
Yeah, he goes, stop the show. He goes, I've never done ketamine before, but there was the sit down song. He goes, I've never done ketamine before, but this is the ketamine version. This is the ketamine audio version, and then just boom, 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 boom. It was fucking